any bad looks. And then we tend to just sort of be more touchy than I think Asians usually are.
Right.
He's very affectionate.
Yeah, well, we were just talking about that and saying, you know, some people, we see them many times at these conferences. I think it's the first time for you guys, I guess. I really couldn't tell some of them who are the couples, you know, because they're just not that close to each other. But some people you can tell, most people you can't even tell who are the couples until suddenly you ask them and say, oh yeah, my partner is like over there, and you're like, oh, okay.
So how would you describe your relationship? What type of relationship do you have?
Is there a different type?
I would call it romantic.
Romantic.
We tend to be very romantic. I mean, we do romantic things. We hold hands, and when we're sometimes.
Is it? We hold hands in public, but I plop in front of the TV when I'm at home. I just sit on the couch.
Our biggest disagreements are about the kind of TV he likes.
Who win?
He wins. But he doesn't be home. He isn't so home so much, so he wins.
Yeah. Well, you don't watch TV very much, you know. I don't.
So is it a monogamous relationship? Open relationship?
Well, if it wasn't going to be open, I mean, if it was going to be open, then I won't have married.
Yeah.
But since we married in California, the reason you want to get married is you want to close it, right?
Oh, so what do you mean you married in California?
We married in San Diego last year.
Oh.
We went there to support, but at the time, Massachusetts didn't allow non-residents. And then Connecticut, well, actually I was working in Connecticut. After we got married, Connecticut allowed marriage too. They said, oh, I was looking there and we could just done it, but we didn't. So, I think it was a year ago in October.
October 20th.
Yeah.
We went to San Diego, and his brother and girlfriend came, and my brother came, and some other friends
your
came.
colleagues came.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
So now that is very interesting because of the wedding ceremony that you two are bonded with, of course,
Well, we have
Very
rainbow,
nice rings.
rainbow rings.
Yeah, but our ceremony wasn't as fancy as like my brother's.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh my goodness. A Chinese wedding? Oh no, definitely not. You
Yeah.
did not have 3 outfits, love.
Did you get a red envelopes from his
No.
family?
No.
Mm-mm.
I'll go back in demands.
No red envelopes.
Oh,
no.
not on my count. Don't let them watch this video. They might go after me.
No, we
No.
didn't. We didn't have a traditional, big parties and things like that. What we did do is because we knew going to California, many of our friends in Washington and Chicago, having been, we were both places. That's why coming to the conference, the IFCON, we know the Chicago group very well. We know the Washington D.C. group very well. We decided that instead of making a big production of the wedding in California, we would have parties both in Washington and in Chicago with our friends in both places. And we had the Washington D.C. party probably was 30 people, and then probably in Chicago a smaller number.
Well, when it's free food, they all come.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of our differences,
Yeah.
So what type of wedding was it? Was it an American style wedding? Or?
It was a civil wedding.
just a civil service
Just a
with
civil-
in front of a judge with witnesses. It was nice. The funny part was they had a video camera there, and they videoed it, and they would sell us the video of the CD. And if we hadn't brought our own rings, they would have sold us rings for $10.
Yeah.
It was
Everything.
It was very civil. It was done. Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
But it was very nice because then we wore tuxedos and we were very much in the moment,
Right.
and it was fun. And your cousin came with her family from Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And your colleague.
Well, yeah, they didn't attend the wedding itself.
Well, that's right. But they
they
were
didn't
there
come
to celebrate with
for
us during-
celebration because civil weddings you can only do it during the office hours.
Right.
So the kids had to go to school.
Yeah.
So, and my
But
friend came
it's-
for lunchtime. He came as well.
And we had people say, "Well, did you go on a honeymoon afterwards?" And we traveled so much we weren't sure which one of the trips was the honeymoon.
We took Budapest as the one.
Oh, we did. That's right.
after.
We went to Vienna and Budapest. That
Yep.
way. It was very romantic because the snow was falling on the castle,
Wow.
and you see where we
See
go.
the writer of you coming now.
Yeah, right. No,
Yeah, he's more that way.
yeah, yeah, and but we, I think the things we enjoy very much. We do enjoy travel. I mean, we were going to Bangkok and Phuket at Thanksgiving of this year, and then to Florida, twice, looking for perhaps a place to live. and then going to Mardi Gras in Sydney in February and March, maybe. And
Yeah.
so that's sort of what.
Yep. I'm only home one weekend a month almost, it seems like.
Can I ask you what do you do that fly so much?
I work as a consultant for IBM.
I see.
So we work at a project site. So whichever project you go to. So now I'm on a project in Columbus, which is why I was like looking for Charlie just now. It's like he's the head of the Columbus chapter. So, but most of the activities are on the weekends. So I'm not there on the weekends. Normally on the weekends we'll fly to wherever we need to go, wherever he is or whatever.
And I work with colleges and universities, particularly at the graduate level, and so I travel, some, not as much as he does, but, and oftentimes we will meet up where I am on the weekend, which will be the case for the next 2 weekends, actually.
Yeah.
And so, you know.
Can you take me back to the moment in the wedding? I hear many people said that when you exchanged the vow, the ring, that was really emotional. What was it like for you?
Well, I don't know whether it was as emotional as it could have been, because at that time, it really wasn't it was just, we were already living like a married couple, I would say.
Yeah.
I see.
Everything we were shared, you know, finances, everything.
Everything was already shared.
Already shared. So this was just sealing it up. So, and I guess it was exciting and all, but not as emotional as it could have been, I guess. Because we
Nobody
already,
cried.
well, Carla
did.
Abby.
Yeah, they did.
The ladies
women
cried,
did.
the women cried.
Yeah.
The women were like, oh.
No, but and it's interesting because I think maybe it affected me more than it affected him, and I didn't think it was going to affect me. I thought it was very beautiful. I thought that the lady who was the judge, who did a very nice job and said very nice things, and you know, you just think about, okay, what does this mean to be together, and with the idea it's going to be forever. And as Andrew said, I mean, we were living as a married couple, and perhaps that's very unusual in the sense that, again, being both professionals, we were fairly equal economically, so that was not the issue, and we basically some time before had merged our assets together.
Right.
And you know, and I think we are hoping. In fact, the last time we were here in Atlanta was for the marriage protest after. The marriage amendment was defeated in California. We happened to be here, and we went to the protest here in Atlanta.
Yep.
And there were, you know, thousands of people saying it's our right to be married, and we thought so. And, you know, it's nice to be married to him. And you know, it is a monogamous relationship in the sense that, but I let him flirt.
I don't flirt.
Dude.
I just look beautiful. The bees come flying in.
It's like, and you love the attention. So now how about the next day when you wake up? Do you feel anything different? You're like, oh, we just got married. Well, first of all, is this your first marriage?
It was
For
not
me,
mine.
I see.
I had been married to a woman for many years and divorced and so forth, and I had 3 children. And, yeah, but it had been, what, 7, 8 years since I had been married.
Yeah. So no, I didn't feel a difference. But then, you know, the family's all there. We are all staying in a hotel because no one actually lives in San Diego. So we just had to do things, I guess, the next day, go for lunch, go for whatever. Oh.
No, for us it was sort of back to business as usual.
I should go back and look at the pictures again. Then maybe I'll start tearing up. Oh yes.
So John, what is it like to, you know, you have the experience of marrying to a woman, and now you're starting a different family with a man. Is it pretty similar?
You know, I feel just as married to Andrew as I did to the woman I was married to. I think my journey to come out was a long, protracted process. I was never outed. I outed myself. But I decided after having been married about 10 years that I wanted to come out. But you know, with the marriage and with children, and I was CEO of a very large company, it was a long process. And then when it finally happened, I was happy for that part of my life to be over, and I could get on with being the authentic person I wanted to be. So being married to Andrew, I mean, I had the experience with 2 other Asian men before, definitely shorter relationship, that were fun and playful and so forth, but not somebody I wanted to be with forever.
Right.
And then Andrew, I didn't know I wanted to be with Andrew forever when we started.
Right.
You have to get to know each other, and there are aspects of what?
No, I'm just thinking, oh, if you didn't know you wanted to be with me together, when you first met, it's almost like, I just don't get in his pants.